I would do anything for my family. In 2001, my sister Zita calls. Maxie, I'm getting married. When? Friday, at the courthouse in the Bronx. Will you be my witness? No, I gotta work on Friday. And if I miss work, I'm in trouble. Please, we could be there early, like 9 o'clock. I can't say no. All right, I'll tell my boss I'm coming in an hour later. I get there early, and Zita's not there. I gotta get to work. The courthouse is packed, because word got around that they were deporting people who were in the country illegally. And I could tell because I see all these odd couples. There's this one guy, he looks about 23, marrying a woman like 80. There's this other couple, they don't even speak the same language. There's a bride with a wedding gown and a photographer, and they're processing everybody in 90 seconds. I see this one couple keep staring at me. I hope they don't think I'm going to witness for them. I'm not for hire. Just as they're about to go in, excuse me, sir, could you witness for us? No, I'm here for my sister. It's 9:30 and Zita's still not here. What the heck? It's only 90 seconds. I go in with them, 90 seconds, we're on the way back out, and that's when I find out I can only witness for one couple per day. And as soon as we step out, there's Zita. Uh-oh. I tell her what happened. What? She's livid. Now I'm desperate, so I go after the couple I just witnessed for. Excuse me, can one of y'all witness for my sister, please? And they're like, yeah, we would, but I just witnessed for y'all, so one of y'all going back in there with me until my sister is married. The bride comes in with me, Zita gets married. On the way back out, she says, you know, I ought to kill you. Why? Because I got some strange woman's name on my marriage license now. All right, well, you're going to have to kill me tomorrow because I got to get to work. I'm 3 hours late, and my boss is angry. A couple of months later, I lose my job, and I love that job. Well, 9 years and 4 jobs later is 2010. Zita gets a divorce. After I help her move into her new apartment in the Bronx, she says, you know, Maxie, you were here for me at the beginning of my marriage, and now you're here for me at the end. So here, she hands me the keys to her car, and she says, there's no place to park around here, so I'm not going to need them. I started a career in workforce development, which I love. 2 years in, my boss asked, hey, Maxie, you want to move to Detroit? Nah, Detroit's just another big city. Plus, I don't want to be that far from my family. But he convinces me that I could find great schools for my 2-year-old son and the one I had on the way. So I packed up that car Zita gave me, and I moved right to Detroit. My sons are doing great in school, and I love it here. I'm here a couple years, and Zita calls me again. Maxie, I'm worried. They gave Roxanne's mother a week to live, and I'm leaving for a cruise today. I would feel bad if something happens while I'm away. I tell her, don't worry, Z. I'm going to be here, so if something happens, Roxanne can call me. Well, that Wednesday, Roxanne calls me. My mother passed away, and the funeral is Friday. Zita gets back the next day, so my sister Vivian and I sent flowers on her behalf. But then I think, nah, Roxanne is Zita's best friend. If she were here, she'd be at that funeral. So I jumped in that same car Zita gave me, and I drive back to New York. As soon as I walk in, Roxanne busts out in tears, says, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming, and gives me a big hug. Her family says, what? He really drove here from Detroit? Saturday morning, I'm on my way driving back, and Zita calls, crying. Maxie, I just checked my messages. Roxanne's mother died, and I missed the funeral. I said, I know, Z. As a matter of fact, I'm on my way back to Detroit now from the funeral. You were there? Yeah. Well, if you were there, then I feel like I was there. Thank you, dear brother. I thought that moving to Detroit would put distance between me and my family, but actually, it just shows how close we really are. Since COVID, social distancing has brought us even closer. My sisters and I have talked on the phone every day for years, and now we even see each other on Zoom sometimes. Yeah, they get on my nerve, but like the song says, ain't no mountain high enough to come between me and my family. Thank you.
We just heard Maxie Jones' wonderful story about family. And here we are with Maxie Jones. Tell me about your family. Tell me why it was so hard to leave New York.
Well, because as you can see in my story, we are really, really close. We talk to each other every day, and we have done so for years. And I was a little afraid that moving here to Detroit would change that. But one thing that distance does is it shows you how really close you are in spirit. And I'm glad to have done it now, because now I get to see how really close I am to my family and how much I love them.
A story at the end of the day is a message. Why did you pick this story?
I told this particular story that I told because of the fact that these are the people I love so much, my children, my family, and it's what motivates me to do everything. And honestly, it might be the motivation to why I even tell stories in the first place.
So what is the process you go through to craft your stories to be so engaging and so compelling?
Well, one thing I found is that the deeper I dig in as far as my own feelings or my own personal life, and the more honest I am, the better it connects with the audience. It's laying myself out there for the better story. I came into storytelling about 5 or 6 years ago, I think it was, and I've grown to love it so much. It is such a wonderful art, such a wonderful craft, and it's relieving. I release so much on stage, and I encourage anybody, if you got a story to tell, come to the Secret Society of Twisted Storytellers.
Thank you, Maxie.
Thank you, Satori.